Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Switching on the brightness on this computer. Seems better. What up, gamer boy? What up? Oh, snap. Candace Robertson. You should be careful, you know. I used to do the same thing, but hey everybody, good morning. Hi Steph. How's it going? Just kind of chilling. I'm just kind of chilling in bed today. It's wicked cold outside here in Georgia. I'm in south of Atlanta, so it's not too bad. But a cold, chilly day, I thought I might as well hop on here and talk to all my fans if I have fans. Talk about anything you guys want. I follow silver prices. I don't know if anyone's into that, but silver is right now at $110 per troy ounce, which is insane. If you guys watch my channel, you know I make silly content, but you also know that I collect sterling silver. So I have a big stash of highly valuable sterling silver. But I decided to bring the laptop in the room today and do a little live stream in bed. Just having some coffee with my mug I got for 25 cents at a yard sale. I think it's I think it's one of the guys from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I just thought it was funny. It's from 1999, so it's pretty old. But my channel's doing really well. I've gained over almost 1,000 subscribers in the last month. I'm sitting at I'm getting 100,000 views per day, every day for the last month. And that's really exciting. When I first started my channel, I never thought I would get to 500 subscribers, and now I'm sitting at, yeah. Yeah, it's fun. When you get higher in, I don't know, maybe the algorithm has blessed me. I don't, well, hold on, keep religion out of it. Forehead routine. Yeah. Yeah, I got a forehead, man. I think we all have foreheads, but I headbutted a guy once. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lion Gang? What's going on? How of you can you guys hear and see me okay? Yeah, hey Steph, that's the idea. I'm trying to get 1 million views in 7 days right now. I'm not quite trying to aim for 1 million views per day. Gig, I do not play games. Uh, I'm trying to get 1 million views in 7 days. Like right now, I'm sitting at about 590,000 views for the last 7 days. So it's getting close. That was like another goal of mine I had. No, I've never met Double Date. I do really enjoy their videos, though. It would be interesting to meet them. I thought about doing like maybe like some walk around videos in the woods around my house. There's like this really cool river. Um, there's a train that's down through there. I thought about maybe having some coins ran over or something. I don't know, just to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, it's going really well. I like if you haven't started the channel yet and you're thinking about it, like I started mine um a little over 2 years ago now, and I think it's doing pretty good for 2 years. I mean, I'm not like a younger person and trendy or anything, so it's a lot harder for me to get more views. But I feel like I'm doing fairly well so far. I think I'll be at 7,000 subs by the end of next month, maybe earlier at this rate. Because I just made a video on hitting 6,000 subs. Like, I think it was 4 days ago, and I'm already at 6,360 or 70 or something like that. So I do a lot of other videos other than double date videos, or the shorts, but I'm trying to I guess my current goal right now is I'm kind of piggybacking off of other YouTube creators for a while, and then once I get a little more established, I'll transfer into other content or videos, you know. And I've only recently started doing live streams. I've done some in the past, but they never were really that great. I think you need more subscribers to get more people to watch. I think it just takes time. But when I first started doing live streams, it was just me talking to myself for about an hour or so, maybe longer, which is weird. I was even answering my own questions. But now I actually have people to talk to, and from all over the world. It's kind of fun. I've always been kind of a lone wolf, so it's nice to have the ability to communicate with people um, all around the world. So if you don't know, like if you haven't seen my other stuff or my other content, I collect sterling silver. I actually had a guy. I have it listed on Facebook Marketplace, and I had a guy who wants to. He wanted to give me 12,600 for it, and that was over this weekend. Um, Now at the time, silver was only at $102, and now it's at 111. So since then, what I have has pretty much it's like at $16,000 now. So it's kind of hard to let go when you know you have something like this precious, and it's just like what dollar amount would you be happy with? The silver that I found, I paid less than $100 for, like in total over the course of about 8 months, and so I'm gonna make money on it regardless. But it's just hard to, like, okay, do I want $15,000 today? Like it would be that easy. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The other thing is like, why did we ever stop sleeping like on like four post beds? Like I have a four post bed. It's like super cool and vintage. It makes you feel like a king. Now we just sleep on these like some people sleep on the floor. I'm like, what the hell? Like their mattress on the floor. I'm like, why would you do that? Like it's so hard to get up. Like even if you're young, like you know, you're just like hurting your body for no reason. So I need to get a new computer. This thing only works when plugged in, and I've refused to get a battery forever. We paid $200 for this laptop like 6 years ago. It was just like we needed one the same day. We went to a computer shop. They're like, "Oh, we got this Dell for $200." I was like, "Okay." It's worked ever since. The battery kind of went kaput, so we just got to use it plugged in all the time. But it's old. I mean, but like it works. Like what? When did we become the society that we need like new shit every other month or every other year? Like I've had the same phone now for 5 years and it's done fine. I mean I've gained 6,000 subs on this phone alone, and it's like I know the quality's not the greatest, but to me it doesn't really matter. Um, Obviously I'll get a new phone when this one is completely destroyed. The is all cracked on it. Um, but like ultimately, I like to use stuff out. Like I like to use it until it's all gone, and then I'll get another one. I guess I grew up a little more poor than most, and so it's easy for me to like not caught up in buying new shit all the time. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, hey, I don't have any money," and it's like, "Well, what are you buying?" It's like, I had to get new Nike shoes and a fucking Stanley Cup, and I had to buy this new Labubu. It's like, well, you don't need any of that stuff. So, spend $10 in gas and go on a cool hike out in the forest or something. Enrich your life, enrich yourself. We went to this place called the Mounds in Macon. It's like it's kind of really the only historic part of Macon, Georgia. Obviously, there's a lot of plantations where slavery went down, but there's these places called the mounds. They're like Native American mounds from way back in the day. And now you're like, oh, a mound of dirt. I thought the same thing when we went out there. I was like, oh, we just see a pile of dirt. But in reality, there was this whole infrastructure and a huge complex. Like, I mean, like I don't know the square footage of it. Oh, get that. Hmm. Well, we didn't lose power or anything, huh? Okay. Well, let me turn this back on. Anywho, we went out to these mounds in Macon, Georgia, and they were really cool. There's this whole complex you could stand on top and see like where they're ritualistic like mound where they gathered as a community. You can walk the paths that they used to walk. They used to irrigate and grow corn, and it's just super interesting. Like that people had this whole life here before we stole it from them, obviously. Um, they discovered the mounds in Macon because they were building a railroad system through Macon. So, like, Macon was kind of famous for the cotton trade. I think prior to that, it was for the fur trade. And then it became like a railroad hub of the whole, like, nation, essentially. Um, now, I was born in Dahlonega, Georgia. Hey, Jim. I was born in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is like the gold. It's like where gold was first discovered on the East Coast. Like it was like one of the major gold starts in America. And then, so if you look up Dahlonega, Georgia, you'll see that it was where gold was initially found, and then people started finding it in California. And that's like the more well known gold rush kind of stuff. But yeah, yeah, hey Jim and Co. I'm just doing a quick live stream this morning. It's really cold outside, and it's like kind of unappealing to do much outside today. It seems like you're doing a lot more live streams as well. Are you trying to get those? Are you trying to get those watch hours so you can become monetized? Or I feel like your channel, your live streams are very fun. Mine are kind of boring sometimes, or you might not be listening anymore. That's okay. Yeah, that's cool. It seems like you definitely get a lot of people on your live stream. That's kind of cool. And that I feel the same like when I get more people on. It's exciting. It's like, to talk to people and have conversations. I'm kind of an introvert, and so it's like um yeah, you don't realize as you get older, like I have some really good friends. Like I have one really good friend. He's been my friend for the last 22 years. I know with all of his kids and his wife, but other than that, I mean, other than my lady, it's like I'm kind of like I'm kind of like a lone wolf. I've always been. So it's nice to communicate with people. Life is balls. Yeah. Life can sometimes be hairy balls, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of balls, no, no, let's not talk about balls. We all have them, right? Yeah, yeah, it is fun. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I've gained like lately. My channel's been doing really well, and it's I'm like, holy moly, like I'm getting like 100,000 views per day. I've gained 300 subscribers since well, 370 subscribers since I mentioned 6,000, which was like 4 days ago. So it's starting to move a lot faster, which is nice. I always wanted to like be in the higher tier of subscriber count and stuff. I started this because I thought it would be funny if you could make money from YouTube just being redonkulous or silly, and yeah, and that was my goal, and I'm getting close to it finally. And like sometimes, like when I get close to a goal, I kind of like slow down, but I'm at this point, I'm trying to speed up. So I'm trying to keep that count up. I usually give up at the end of the race. And so not this time. Not this time. I'm gonna get it. Oh, and this mug. I I love this mug. I saw this at a yard sale and I was like, you know what? I gotta get that. I don't know why. I also thought maybe the underwear were color changing. And I was like, there's no way. If that would be the case, that'd be the funniest thing. I think this is a guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Uh, Red Hot Eddie. So yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about. Yeah, right. It's really cool. It was from an estate sale that was just like right down the street. Like we saw it when we were driving out one day, and it's like literally like we walked there one day. That's how close it was. So this neighborhood I live in is an older neighborhood, and this may sound like sort of like I don't know. I don't think it sounds weird to me when I say it, but I live in a community full of older black people, like people in their 70s and 80s. So it's a super quiet neighborhood. Um, Macon, Georgia is like I think it's like 54% black people and 35% white people. And so it was a culture shock when we first moved here. Um, like going to the grocery store because like everyone in there is black, everyone that works there is black, and I have nothing against black people. And like honestly, they're super nice. Like everyone's really nice in the South. Everyone's got that Southern charm and twang, and it was kind of nice being back where people are actually nice because when I lived up north, um, everyone's fucking pissed and always in a hurry, and everyone drives like assholes. Now, let me just say, people still drive like assholes down here, um, but it's not quite as bad. People open the doors for you and say hello, good morning. I'm like, oh, hello to you, good morning to you as well, and it's just strange. The other thing that we notice when we're down here is when we talk to people. We tell them we're from Washington State, which is 3,700 miles from here. It was a big move. Um, it was a big move, and a lot of the people that live here are like, I've never left Georgia. I've been here all my life. I've gone. One lady was like, I've been to Atlanta before. I'm like, it's like an hour away. I guess like if you have everything you need, uh, then why leave? I don't know what I was chasing when I moved. I've lived in like 8 or 10 states in my life and moved around quite a bit. I was always like trying to find, I don't know, community or something. So because of balls? No, I don't think it has anything to do with balls. Balls is a funny word, or nutsack. Can you say nutsack? I think I just did. Jim and Co. I saw on your live stream, people were talking about their ages and how old they were, and it made me feel a lot older because I think I was older than everyone on your live stream, maybe. But I've only recently noticed that people have started saying that shit all the time. Like when I make a video, like, "Oh wow, you're so old." I've never thought of myself as old. I think once you start thinking of yourself as old, that's when you become old. And for me, I'm like, man, I could still outdo most people. I don't know. I don't think of it as a negative. Like whenever people say that, I'm like, well, shit. At least I'm not. High school was fucking awful. I hated it. I was awkward for a while, and now I'm just like, I'm who I am, and I'm like happy with it. So, oh, I had a so I was originally. I'm going to tell you the story. I'll kind of sum it up briefly if you're still listening. I was born in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is about 3 hours north of where I'm at currently. Um, when I was about 4 to 5 years old, this is kind of all fuzzy for me. When I was 4 to 5 years old, my mom got her parents to like take me from my dad, and he'd take me and my brother from my dad, and they flew us to Alaska, which from Georgia to Alaska. Um, I don't know the whole situation with it. My dad was abusive to some degree. Um, and then I didn't see my father again until my grandpa died 16 years later. So, so we went from Georgia to Alaska. I didn't really know who my mom was because I had forgot her. And then we went from Alaska to Texas. Now this was because my mom was married or dating military dudes, so we kind of followed military. So Alaska to Texas, Texas to Montana. From Montana, I did a program called AmeriCorps, and I did that for 2 years. I did AmeriCorps in Montana, which was like building trails in the forest, and then I did one in Denver, Colorado, for another year, which gave me money for college. Um, Stayed in Colorado for a good long time, um, and then we decided from Colorado, my lady and I decided to move to Washington to help my brother out with the farm. And then we kind of got tired of the weather out in Washington State because it's very gloomy for like 5 months. And then we moved back to Georgia to have our child because I always have fond memories of growing up here. So it's kind of like a full circle of like, we're gonna probably stay at this current place for about 2 years. We were thinking when he gets a little more mobile, and then I don't know. Like now that we're on the East Coast, we have all these opportunities to like I don't know check out East Coast towns. Like so we might go like yeah, it's a sad story kind of like so yeah, growing up with multiple stepfathers and my dad's not a bad guy. He's an alcoholic. I don't talk to him. I haven't talked to him since my grandpa's funeral, but which was like 11 years ago now. But and I don't even know why. I don't know why. I just I don't know. He doesn't care about me, so it's like whatever. I didn't grow up with him, and I had to become kind of my own man. Like I had to teach myself all these things, and so it's like when you do all that, you like don't need your father anymore. I feel like I don't want my I don't want my kid to have that same situation. Military balls. Yeah, and so long story short, I moved around a lot, but I mean, I got to experience a lot of different places, so it's not all bad. You always got to look at kind of the positive sides of things, you know. Can you guys hear me? It'd be funny if like I was talking for like 20 minutes and no one could hear me. Well, and I've gone through my own shit too. You obviously saw my DUI stories. I was kind of reckless when I was younger. Um, I think we're all a little reckless, but I might have been reckless plus a little bit. Sometimes I ask people, I'm like, you never been to jail? Like, I feel like most everyone's been to jail at some point, but I guess not. Yeah, I definitely want to be down for. We're kind of leaning towards James, um, James, Owen, or Charlie. We haven't decided yet, but um, we keep calling him James, like just all the time. So maybe James. I thought James was kind of a solid name, or Henry, like something classic. I feel like too many people name their kids something weird nowadays, like Forest or River or like Cup or Plate, something weird. We want to just go back to traditional. The cool thing is, and this may sound weird, but we went to like a very old graveyard in Savannah, Georgia, which is like 2 hours from us, with a buddy that came out to visit. And some of the headstones are from the 1800s, like really cool, ornate marble carved and stuff. And a lot of the names are like the classic names, like um, Henry and Thomas, and there's a lot of Theodores and like weird, like yeah, it was cool. I think old graveyards are really interesting. I like to see. There's a lot of love when you read the headstones that those people were really loved. Yeah, it's hard. We've actually sat down quite a few times and thought about it. At first, we thought maybe it was a girl before we got an ultrasound, but we had a name picked out for a girl, which was Emma. We thought Emma was really nice. But boys' names are difficult. I honestly never liked my name, so we thought about that too. We're like, well, I want him to like his name when he gets older. I don't want him to name him something that could get made fun of, but like kids make fun of everything. Like obviously I couldn't name him Dick, right? Because people would be like, "Oh, Dick Rider," or whatever. So yeah, it's a hard thing. You got to make a list, and then you got to like check it twice, and find out who's naughty or nice. Wait, that's Santa. Never mind. Oh, and then like we were thinking like, oh, what's up, Karen? How you doing? We were also thinking like, well, do we tell them about Santa Claus like early on? Do I want them to believe that there's this like fat jolly man that comes down a chimney and gives presents, or do I want them to be smarter than that? I don't know. I Christmas is kind of cool, but I don't think I ever believed it. I was like, what? And then like the funny part about Santa is like whenever my parents didn't have money, we didn't get anything. It was like, oh, Santa's broke this year. I'm like, I don't know. I think you guys might be broke, you know. Some syllables are kind of racist. Yeah, no, I'm not. And it died again. I'm not sure why this thing's dying right now. Well, anywho, I just used this well-rounded balls. Come on, though. Yeah, like another one that another one that's kind of funny is so like we were thinking about like do we tell him about Santa, how what age? The other thing, since we're having a boy, this may be a weird subject to talk about because but we were talking about like foreskin. And I know that sounds weird, but like we learned it's $500, right, to get your child circumcised. Now, I don't know if you know about circumcision, but it's a pretty intense thing that happens to a baby right when they come out. They literally like come out and then they just get a little sliced. Now, sometimes they pass out. Um, Now I understand like we went back and forth. It's like I guess there's the thing for me is like it's religious, right? Like if you look back in time and history, it's a religious practice. Now they're calling it hygienic. Um, but the other weird part is like we did some deep diving into it, and they definitely sell foreskins, like your child's foreskin. They use it for medical research or whatever. Very strange to get into that, but like it's something that I was like, once I found out I was having a boy, I was like, well, what the hell? Like, now, see, I didn't have a choice, so um, so I don't know. I feel like here's my thing. How juicy is my box? Juicy enough. Um, Here's my thing with it. So you come out as this perfect encapsulation of a human being, right? And your foreskin is there to protect parts. It's there for a reason. It's like, why do we immediately cut that off? It was like if you were born a female and you got your labia lips cut off, you know, like, would that make any sense? It's like, well, why are boys subjected to that? And it's like, I feel like that's a major cosmetic issue. And it's like, well, if the boy at some point finds that he wants to not have it, then maybe give him the decision. So I don't know. We went back and forth on it for a while, but then I looked up circumcisions and shit, and like I guess some kids die from circumcisions. Not many, but it does happen. I'm like, you know, we would be the ones. Yeah, yeah. It's strange. Like the cost isn't like the big deal. I understand. Like it costs money to have procedures done, but I didn't know they used them for medical research. Like you should look it up. It's kind of weird. They use them for all sorts of shit, and they're highly valuable. Like I'm like, I just think of like there's like this doctor or Catholic dude that has this like big honking bag of fucking baby skins, you know, and is like walking through the hospital and it's dripping all over the floor, and then he goes and sells them like to China or some shit. Like I didn't think it was a real thing, but like it totally is, and I'm like, foreskin merch. Yeah, like jewelry, like this little pouch you could put coins in. You could sew the bottom, and then Sick, dude. Sick. That's freaky sick. But no, apparently they use they use them for stem cells. I guess the foreskin has 50,000 skin cells per inch or some shit. It's some crazy number. I don't know if inch was right to say, but so yeah, I just yeah, it is weird getting into that, but it's something to definitely think about. Like when you like, I'd never thought about it before. Freaky old man. Yeah, we all get old, so it's part of life. And if you're a freak when you're young, you're a freak when you're old. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we were talking about foreskins and baby names and like put in okay, if you're in the chat right now and you had a boy, would you get them circumcised? No, don't base it off religion or anything. Just base it off like what your opinion is right off the bat. Hi, granddad. Like, I'm not talking shit on live. I'm talking about my future child. Yeah, yeah, it's a weird thing. Like and my lady was like, "You have the you it you know I'm the one that has well, let's just say it the penis." So it's like I have the option when it comes down to what happens with my child's penis. Uh, right? Fuck no. Oh, yeah. They finally said something other than balls. Like, what if you had to get your balls cut off when you were a child? How weird would that be? Hey, Fanny, I'm doing good. Just doing a little morning live stream, drinking some coffee, chit chatting with people. It's nice when you get more subscribers and stuff because then you actually have someone to talk to. If you watch some of my earlier live streams, it's just me talking to myself. Yeah, Jim and Co. I think Spanish would be cool to speak. I took Spanish for 2 years in high school. I didn't really learn anything though. I had this very beautiful girl sitting across from me, and I couldn't pay attention. The other funny part about that class is we had this old teacher, very old teacher. She had this humongous hump on her back of her neck. It was like, it was huge. And she'd fall asleep, and people would go up and try to put things on it. So, yeah, I didn't learn shit in that class. I gotta switch positions here. My legs are like completely numb right now. I'll give you guys a new view too. Hold on. Oh, that's so numb. This feels good. Oh, that's better. Holy moly, that's better. I just like I'm on this live stream. I slowly start going down, and then Like you see me, I'm just sleeping all of a sudden. I do want to get another cup of coffee. I should yell. I should yell at my lady to get. Be like, hey, I need more. This computer keeps just. I use the computer because I can respond to messages easier than my phone. Let me get logged back in. It takes like 17 minutes for this thing to load. It's like 2 minutes, but it seems like a lot longer. What in the chat, what are some good boy names that you guys would name your son if you had a son? Like quick, don't think about it too long. Just like what's like the first name that pops to your head? What sounded weird? I like John. Hey Kiro, what's it? We actually have thought about John quite a bit, and like Jonathan. One of my buddy's kids. He's like, I think he's like 7. He's like he said Jonathan. I was like, oh wow, that's a good name. The other thing too, I know there's like some people that are like anti-vaxxers and stuff, vaccinations and stuff like that. But that was the other thing that we were having to like think about because you got to get your kid vaccinated, and obviously there's a 6-in-1 shot that they can have now. It takes like measles, mumps, rubella, polio. It takes care of all the major ones, and I actually asked my friend. He's older than I am, and he has 3 boys. And I was like, what shots did you guys get? Because I do have like this weird fear of autism for some reason, and but then like they don't really know what causes autism. I think it's more of like in their diet. But I was like, if they're giving baby shots at birth, I'm like, well, that could be maybe the cause. Yeah, he's obviously getting vaccinated. Um, but we were just like, what to look like what shots do they need? Like what and so that was kind of we had to do a little bit of research on that as well because the US government is also going against a lot of vaccination stuff now. I don't know if you've heard about any of that stuff, but they're basically saying your kids don't need to be vaccinated. And so it's something to think about. You're like, well, fuck, like what do I So I know I was vaccinated. Um, I was also homeschooled for a while, and when we went back to school, it was like 3 years. And when we finally went back to school, I had to have like 9 different shots in one day. They were like 4 and 5, and I couldn't feel my arms for the rest of the day. I was walking around like, yeah, it was scary to get in school for me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What's another one that tuberculosis. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the DUI story that I told on the internet, but I had to get a forced tuberculosis shot in jail. It was like they give you like some sort of weird dead version of it to see if you have it or not, but you don't get an option. It was like you got to take this. I was like, well, what will happen if I don't? They were like, they didn't really have a response for it. I don't know if you're isolated or what. I feel like, hey, can you guys just release me? Yeah, it was 9, 9. So the little backstory behind that is I went to school in Texas, like kind of like end of middle school, high school, and what the fuck was I talking about? Damn it. What did you say? Several shots. Yeah. Oh, so I think it was like some of middle school, or most of middle school actually, we were homeschooled because we had so many school shootings going on in Texas at the time. We had a team shot, and then there were like two other shootings at our school, and so my mom pulled us out. What are you seeing? I'm watching my own live stream on my computer so I can respond to messages easier. It's like the way to do it. Like it's so hard to type on your phone because then it looks like this when you're like, you know, it's not worth it. You gotta work smarter, not harder. Favorite song. Um, there's this really good song I like by an artist named Shaky Graves. Let me look it up real quick. I can't play it because of copyright stuff, but hold on. I think it's called "The House Is Haunted" by Shaky Graves. If you look it up on YouTube, he does a live version in Austin, Texas, on this deck with this chick. That's the video that, if you watch, is really good. They harmonize well. He's got a really awesome raspy voice. And the funny story is, on if you look at the video, um, that house in Austin, Texas, is like famous for like small musicians playing. I was actually at a house party one night when they were playing on stage, and I swam in the pool. There's a pool like right in front of them. You can't see it, but that house is like super famous. It's like some young person owns it, or their parents own it, or some shit. I'm not gonna give up until I at least become monetized. That was the whole goal behind starting the YouTube channel. And so I know some people do a lot better faster, but I don't know. I feel like my growth is okay. But thanks for that. I will keep at it. I I think it'd be hard though if like you were like any bigger than what I am now. It's like to try to keep up with the conversations in the chat. I look sad, huh? Did I lose someone? Well, I am older. I've lost all my grandparents. But no, I'm not sad. Like I haven't had 2 cups of coffee yet, so I'm kind of still groggy. I gotta have two every day. But no, I wouldn't say I'm particularly sad at all. Damaged, maybe. I'm like fruit, like that's on the discount aisle. You know, like it's still good, but you're like, I don't know, a little bruised. No, I drink straight full calf, man. What's the point of drinking coffee if you're drinking decaffeinated coffee? It's the pain. It's the pain in my face. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not sad. I don't know why people think I'm sad. I do have this very distant look for hope and stuff. There's a lot of sad shit in the world though. Like it sometimes it is hard to find like any kind of beauty in the world. Especially if you're on social media. You gotta sometimes get off social media in order to find that beauty. You just drink coffee to help you shit. Oh my goodness. If we want to get real in the chat, I every day like I drink coffee. I do my duty, my big duty. Every day. I'm so regular. Like it's good to be regular. Like I know people don't talk about that, but like there's people that can't shit. I know it sounds bad. I'm not sure why I laugh because that'd be horrible if you couldn't shit. But there are people that can't poop, and think about the backup there. It's like lots of traffic. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that why we all drink it? Oh my goodness. Us talking about coffee that makes me want to have another cup of coffee. So, but I'm in my underwear though, so like I can't get up. Like on live stream, I'm under the blankets. Like I'm not in like tidy whities or anything, but I'm in like boxers. So I could yell at my pregnant wife and be like, "Hey, hey, get me some coffee." I guess I could just do the top up. Could you imagine though, like say you feel like you were doing a live stream and you're nude from the waist down and everyone thinks you're clothed and you drop your phone or some shit. All you see, like as the phone falls, is like balls. Just big balls. People would pause that shit and like, well, then you would get kicked off of YouTube permanently. You know, which would look mainly just like landscape. What do you do if you find a tiny man like ant size? I don't know. I like for a while I'd probably talk to him, but then I'd probably fucking smash him. Honestly, just fucking like, because that'd be freaking weird. Like, or maybe like ask him how he got so small. I don't know. And then computer died again. This thing is pissing me off something fierce right now. It's like, do I just take the battery out and run it like straight with the cord? Maybe it's that outlet over there. So fucking far away though, right now. We moved down to Georgia and we could afford like a gigantic house. It's like insane. It's like if I have to go get coffee, it takes me like, you know, 20 something seconds to walk that way, which may seem like short, but is not. Yeah, we got so we done here because it's cheaper to live, and we got a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, double living room, which I know sounds weird, but we have a double living room. So we have like a living room on one side, and then we have this whole like other living room, which is the same length and size. It's currently my office. We haven't really figured out what the hell to do with it. We recently moved our dining room table into there because it made more sense, and then we just have a big ass open living room now. The other thing that's weird is we have a huge ass back porch off one of the living rooms that's screened in. So essentially, it's like fucking 3 living rooms. So yeah, it's kind of strange. Yeah, yeah, we would have to clean up first. Like, it's. I mean, it's not like we're not hoarders or anything, but it's just like, what do you want people to see? Of your personal stuff. We actually don't have much shit. We got when we moved out here, we got rid of a lot of stuff because we're like we want to travel light and just not collect as much stuff anymore. Like we moved here with we didn't bring a bed, we didn't bring bed frames or anything. We just kind of bought all new stuff when we got down here. Because when you're moving 3,700 miles across the country, you're like, well, what's important to bring? Because you're having to haul all that stuff, which is costly. You got to rent U-Haul trucks and all that good shit. We did rent a U-Haul, but we rented a small one. And a majority of what we had in there, I sell on eBay. Like I sell vintage cool shit on eBay, so a lot of it was my eBay stuff. But we found it really easy to find furniture once we moved here. So yeah, we still got to get some things. Like we need to get a patio, like a patio set. 'Cause we have a really cool, badass porch. But we moved here like at the end of October, and it was honestly it was still really warm. It was like in the 80s, and it was 80 on Christmas Day. And so we probably could have got one then, but we were like, we'll just wait until spring comes and we'll purchase that. So, but we'll be at some point. I'll be chilling out there, maybe with baby, and we're gonna get a little pool for the backyard, which will be fun. Keep his little head covered. One of our friends bought us a little swim cap, like to keep his head out of the sun. That should be cute. We'll see how much she lets me put baby in the videos. Um, Honestly, you probably shouldn't subject your children to being on the internet if they don't have any clue of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I'll show some pictures or something of him after he's born. We're not gonna do like what a lot of people do and like show their whole entire birth story, like their like the baby coming out and all those precious memories that you should probably keep to yourself and share with yourself. I mean, I might talk about it, but I mean, we're gonna be so busy that day at the hospital that it's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be hyper focused on her, making sure she feels good, and not worried about making content in our videos. And then after the fact, I will share with everyone about make sure everything was safe and good and how we're feeling, and that we made it home okay, stuff like that kind of stuff. Thanks Susie for all the you're the best. That's awesome. I appreciate it. My computer keeps dying, so I'm trying to figure out why. You know, there's no why to this though. It's just dying every once in a while. These names are so small. Is it Ella? Hi Ella. How cool is this this carved bed? It's honestly awesome that I have right now it says I have 5 people watching, which is really cool. But I've never had more than like 1 or 2 at any given time, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, we bought a couple of them actually. So we got one in the guest room. I think you might have saw that video where I showed the baby's room. But this one's like really cool. It's super heavy. It's like I think it's cherry wood, but it's also really old. Like I think that people said they bought it in the 1920s, and I only paid $100 for it. And the other one, I think the other bed we actually got for 50. The one that's in the guest room. That's where her parents will stay when they come out. All right, Susie, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Bye. Thanks, Jim and Co. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be honest, Jim. I most of the times I want to call you Meg, but I won't. Sure, you can tell me something, Ella. It's gonna be mean, huh? What's up, Nolan? What's going on? How you doing? I need to put this on like a stand right now. The funny thing is, this I use a tape roll, which is weird. It's the tape roll I use for shipping, but it's like it fits my phone perfectly, and you can like set your phone anywhere, and so it like really works as like a temporary like tripod. All right, I do like Meg. That's a really good name, so I'll call you Meg. I got to get up here soon though. I think maybe I'll go to the office desk and stream from there. At school, my little brother broke up with his girlfriend. It was hilarious, and there's rumors going around the school about them kissing last night, and he's 8. Oh, snap. Little player already, huh? Little pimp, man. That's cool. I hope my boy, I hope he's a ladies' man. Right. That's pretty funny. Yes, I don't know if I told you guys I had a guy that wanted to buy all my silver collection. I made a video on it several times. I've been talking about it for months, but he wanted to buy it for 12,600, and as of this morning, this was only 4 days ago, or 3 days ago. So my bad. It's worth 16,000 now. That's how much it's gone up just in the last 2 days. Like up today, it's up 10%. Year to date, 271%. So I think I'm gonna hold on to it for a little while longer. But if I could clear 20,000, just have $20,000 all of a sudden, that'd be awesome. And like I said, I only paid less than $100 for it. So pick a number between 1 and 10. Let's say seven. I like seven. I like seven, not 6, 7. All right, it's time to go back Indian style here. You ever wonder why we call things like Indian style, or you ever like does anyone ever question words and why we say like common phrases and sayings and stuff? Anytime someone says something that's like weird and common, I'm always like, why do we say that? Where did that originate from? I'm that kind of nerd. I like to know where, uh, like, why we say certain weird sayings. Sorry, I'm trying to find a view that works. Yeah, seven. Seven is my favorite number. I was born on the seventh, so folded paper game. Oh yeah, the I remember that. Yeah, 6, 7. 67. Is that why you do it? 67. 67. It's 67, right? Not 6 7, right? I should do it like how to ruin a trend. That's what I should do. I don't even know how does the trend start? I tried to look up the origins of that trend, but I couldn't really. It got way too deep in it, and I might have to do more live streams if like I keep getting people on here because it's awesome. I'm picking who I should go to prom with. Oh, it's interesting. Maybe give someone a chance that you would have never thought you would have gone with. You might find that they are a very cool person. You know, like maybe even like a good friend. You might have more fun. Sure, Bobby. I don't know Bobby or Alex. Ralph Harrison. I kind of like the name Harrison. Maybe just go with Harrison. For me, it would be just based off the names. Like, yeah, Meg, I didn't go either. Like, I thought it was lame. I didn't go. I got invited, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I was too like, oh, well, maybe not Harrison then. I guess you could just do you could do a pros and cons list. If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, there will be double. Lewis, huh? I would do a pros and cons list. That's how I ever like. Sometimes when I need to make a really hard decision, I'll do pros and cons. And if the pros overwhelm the cons, then there you go. There's your choice. Easy peasy. It helps like visualize it too. What's up, Mensa? You got a story about Lewis? Well, we'll tell the people your story. I think the heat just kicked on. It's almost at 100. I know people get excited about things, but silver's also it's almost at $113 a troy ounce. That's insane. So like I've showed you in some of those videos, like one of those spoons or forks is almost like 2 ounces. So like a fork that was worth like dollars a year ago is now worth well over 100. What's up, official? What's going on? How's your day? No, I'm not in Australia. I'm in Georgia. It's just I'm inside, so it's warm. All right, Susie, bye. I've never been to Australia, but it sounds kind of fun. I think it'd be fun to go to Australia one day. I'm not actually typing anything. So yeah, I got on here to talk about my channel. It's doing really well. Like I said, I'm getting over 100,000 views every day. And if you think I'm lying, let me show you. So people are like, "Oh, there's no way you're getting that many views every day." I am because I'm awesome. All right, I'll show you real quick, and then you guys can. I'm not monetized. Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm not quite yet. I'm getting close, but it takes a while. Okay, so I'm almost back up. This is in the last 48 hours, 195,000. I'm averaging. This is my subscriber count. Just yesterday, I was only at 6,300, so I've gained 89 since yesterday. And then let's see, like the hourly views I'm getting. That's hourly, 8,910. That's just in the last 60 minutes. That's obviously the last 48 hours. Let me show you. I'll show you the more the better statistics. Okay, so this is in 28 days, so a month essentially. 1.7 million views in this month. Almost 3,000 watch hours and 917 subscribers in the last 28 days. Now that's almost 30 a day. So I'm really happy that I'm finally getting up in numbers because this has taken so long. I don't think people truly appreciate uh, how long it takes to get like going on YouTube. It's actually really hard. He said he's taken. Oh, huh. I don't think it hurts to ask though. Just ask everyone. Ask, ask everyone and see who says yes. Just like do a broad. That way you're not disappointed, you know? Oh, huh. I think I got a message or something. Hold on. I don't know what that was. Some sort of notification. We just talked about it being at 112. It's 113 now, guys. I don't see it. I think I should message that guy back and be like, "Look, man, if you want the silver, I'll take 15,000 cash." He said he has cash too, which is weird, but he said he's got a lot of cash on him. So I told him we could meet at the bank to make it, like one, it's safe. They have cameras. Two, I can also get the bills checked. So plus, he's gonna want to look at it when he buys it. I mean, he's gonna want to look at the hallmarks and everything, make sure it's legit. It's funny. Like, here's the thing that's funny about selling something that's valuable is I know my silver's real, and I think he knows it's real. But the question is sometimes, is the money real? Isn't that strange? Like, you would think money's more valuable, but in reality, we print so much money in America that it's kind of destabilized money. Money doesn't have as much value as you think it would, especially in foreign countries. Our dollar is not worth as much anymore. That's too technical talk for most people, but that's kind of what's going on with the dollar. And the dollar's tanking too again today. It's like just going down. We'll see what it is right now. 96.97 is what the dollar bill is worth right now, or the dollar, you know. So it's worth less than a dollar. Uh, so that's kind of insane. Bitcoin's taking a giant poopy as well. Yeah, sure, Elsa. I'll subscribe right now. Give me 1 second. Or is it Ella? Sorry, Ella. Oh, I called you Elsa. You got 160 subs, 10 videos. That's not bad. You're not doing bad. Oh, sweet. Lillian, thanks. Yeah, I'm starting to get like my channel's starting to get recommended more, so you might see me pop up more. All right, Ella, I subscribed to your channel and I put on the bell notification, so anytime you make a video or you do anything, it'll give me a notice and I'll watch your video. I usually every time I get a notice from someone that makes a video, I'll watch it for them. Um, can you show the chat my video? Yeah, I can. I can show them. I can't play any music though because well, the computer just died again. Hold on. I just went ape shit looking for a lighter. Never found one. Go the old school style. Use your stove. Like use a paper towel. And light it on the stove. Like you got to go all the way hot with it, like full hot. But in a bind, it works. Like go as high as your stove will go. Put a paper towel on it. Boom. Oh, I'll just show her page. I wasn't gonna show her actual videos. I think she does like Roblox and stuff, so I don't think she's actually on there at all. Good advice though. That's funny. Yeah, that's. I think we've all done the stove trick. Yeah, Ella, there's like some weird stuff like when kids are younger or underage. I'm not sure that you are, but you don't want your privacy all out there. I mean, I know you make videos, but it's good to protect yourself from, that kind of stuff. I'll look at your page real quick. Oh, no, you're older. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me check. I'll check your page out real quick, and I'll put it on there real quick. Hold on. Let me just make sure that. Sorry, it's taking a minute because the computer keeps dying over and over and over. It lasts like 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll click out again. Yeah, I don't think you have anything that's like gonna be weird. Let me. I'll just play one. Okay, so this is your page, and maybe I'll play this one. I got the volume all the way down. I do like these videos that do that. I think it's kind of cool. I'm sure it's to music, but you get copyright claims, and then basically you can get demonetized for you can get demonetized for live streams if you play music, so or do anything weird. Oh yeah, I like it. Hold on, sorry. I guess I should have done that. All right, there you go. I did you a solid. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think I did the stove trick to light something just the other day. I think I did it to do a candle because I couldn't find matches. Um, well, I think I've been on this live stream long enough for today. I should get up and do something with my life and self. I'm gonna message this guy about the silver I have for sale and see if he's interested in taking I'm just gonna throw a number that's kind of high at him and see if he takes it. I mean, nice. See, that's smarter, not harder, right? I'm sure you got wax on it. I did when I lit mine yesterday. I got wax all over it. All right, I'll stay on for another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about the silver. Like I said, there was some offers being thrown back and forth for 12,600 over the weekend, but now it's like closer to 16,000. I want to give the guy a good deal to where he can make some money from it. So, like you can't get full price for silver at like places. They give you like 80 to 90% sometimes. So I think if I come in at like 15K, 15,000, I think he might take that. And as long as he has cash, I mean, then we're going out for like steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. But then I need some more coffee. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I need some more coffee. I gotta have my two within a certain time frame too. Oh, nice. Are you doing a live stream walking your dogs, or are you just walking your dogs? It'd be kind of hard probably to walk your dogs and do a live stream. I bet. Yeah, on a warmer day, I wanted to do. It won't be a live stream because like my service is not the best, so it'd be kind of terrible. But I'm gonna do a walk around video of like the woods near my place. Our like our community's backed up on this like huge like wooded area, and it kind of just goes into the abyss out there. I thought it'd be kind of cool to walk around. There's this little stream that I didn't check out last time that might be cool if it's actually water. So I might do that. Um, yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm. You know what? I think I am gonna. I'm gonna bugger off now. I might do a live stream later tonight. Maybe it just kind of depends. I never know. I'll definitely, obviously, there'll be more videos. I put videos out every day, so stay tuned for that. Thanks everyone for joining the chat, and I appreciate all the responses and comments and likes and all that shenanigans. Everyone have a good day. Get something done. Get something done that you enjoy, or do something fun. Why not? You only live once, and fuck, we're all dying, right? All right, peace.